that's a yeah, we
here, and here we're talking about the iPhone 5C, and you guys are gonna love this video because this is a rant. Now, first off, guys, man, how unbearable was the iPhone 5C video? You just had these stupid CEOs talking about how good the phone was, how it's so unapologetically plastic, and blah blah blah. No, God. And they're saying, look. The whole point of the iPhone 5C was for it to be a budget, cheap phone. Like, it was supposed to still be an iPhone, but it was supposed to be cheap. It was supposed to appeal to a certain market of people that they don't care, even though it's an iPhone. It's a cheap version. It's still an iPhone. That's the bottom line. Look, you're gonna get people in China, instead of them buying the real iPhone 5C, they're gonna be buying the cheap Chinese knockoff version of an already cheap phone or cheap phone. So, and when I said cheap phone, I did air quote. But regardless, the phone, it's not cheap. The iPhone 5C here in Australia, I think they're doing it for what, $750? And Hayden, how much did you get your Sony Xperia Z for? Yeah, he bought a Sony Xperia Z. This is a top of the line phone, waterproof, 5-inch screen for $550 in this country. 550, that's $200 cheaper than what the iPhone 5C will be. That's ridiculous. For a phone that's supposed to be a budget phone or like a cheaper iPhone, I don't know. iPhones is so overpriced. And what, the iPhone 5S is what, $80 more? I would much rather buy the iPhone 5S and have this the faster, more slick fingerprint scanning version than the cheap, like, I'm not even gonna call it cheap, than the other version, the 5C, which is what, it's just plastic, fiber, polycarbonate, what's it called, layered plastic. Look, just watch the video, you guys get what I mean. But it's just, why would I buy the 5C when I can just buy the 5S for a little bit cheaper? I mean, a little bit more expensive. It's just the phone. Look, the phone is pretty much, it's an iPhone 5 with uh, a colorful black that's plastic, I guess, and just runs on iOS 7. Honestly, it's pretty much the exact same thing. It runs on an A6 chip as usual. Not surprised. Typical 4-inch screen. I think the front-facing camera is a little bit better, but at the end of the day, how many people actually use FaceTime? I mean, FaceTime, it's something that it was a good idea, but I don't think people use it. I mean, there's so many other better, just more reliable apps to use, such as Skype, for example, or Razer Comms. But regardless, back to the iPhone 5C. We seriously, I mean, I honestly wonder how well it's gonna sell, because for just a few dollars more, you can get the better, sleek iPhone 5S, and just the 5C. The phone itself, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, because the phone, I get what Apple's trying to do. I don't know if I've said this before, but iPhone, it's just people will buy it no matter what. Everyone knows that. The hipsters especially. The hipsters, they're gonna love this phone actually when I think about it. This thing is colorful and they love color. They don't care about white or black or grey, the normal phone colors, mate. If they could get pink, yellow, orange, aqua, teal, they'll go for it, mate. They'll go for it. I'm telling you right now. So this could be really good for like the younger people. I don't really think like a 80 or 70-year-old is gonna end up getting an iPhone 5C because he or she is attracted by the colors. But yeah, so the phone actually probably won't sell too bad, but just the phone itself, there's no way it's worth the price. No way at all. It's just, if they really wanted to, the specs itself, actually, when I think about it, the specs based on previous iPhones, might be worth the price, but the whole point of the 5C, like I said earlier in the video, was to appeal to a cheaper market, like a certain brand of people. But by pricing it at this high, there's no point. It pretty much eliminates the point. You can get much better phones for cheaper prices. And I think in America, the phone is not free on the contract. The phone is $99, and then you have to pay the contract as well. So This thing is not cheap, guys. Don't be fooled. Especially if you're watching this video and you plan on buying one, the 5C is not cheap. If you've got the money and you're not sure whether to get the 5C or the 5S, just get the 5S. You might as well, or even better, get an Android or Windows phone, because at the end of the day, those phones do end up being better. So thank you for watching, guys. Thanks for the rant, and I will see you guys later.
The ball hit the fence.
What do you mean he hit the fence?
Oh.
Yeah, I turned off now.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. Is it off?